Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is October the 13th, 2025, and this is episode 323. And on today's show, I have whips to show you. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. Water for me, no vodka included. Your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was okay. I did a lot of stitching until Friday. Kind of fell off on Friday, and I didn't do any stitching at all on Sunday. So I didn't get as far with my ghostly gatherings as I was hoping, but I did get some done. So yeah, went knitting with the girls, had the kids on Sunday, just same old. Hubs worked a full week last week, and he's working again today. So we'll see if he gets another full week in or not. They're working on a bid. He is a mechanical contractor. He works for a mechanical contractor, and he takes care of the plumbing and heating portion of the general contractor's business. So yeah, he has been training somebody for the last several years to take his place when he retires. And the guy went on vacation. I think he's supposed to be back either today or tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So there's a bid going out, and he's having to bid. He hasn't bid work he's bid work, but he hasn't done it consistently for a long time. So we'll see. We will see. So yeah. Sorry about that. Haven't talked that much today, so the voice is a little raspy. Yeah. So anyway, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. Alrighty. Let's see, what did I work on last week? I worked on a Quaker Halloween sampler by Cherished Stitches. I am stitching this on 36 count Edinburgh Mocha using the called for silks, which I dearly love stitching with the silks. They're so fun. And I bought a big, huge piece of this, so I have at least half of this fabric left. So that's going to be nice to have another big piece of 36 count when I am finished with this project. If I ever get finished with this project. But I need to hurry up because I have it for 2020 something. I don't want this to have to pull the 2 out for a 3. So here's where we're at. And I worked on this part of the motif. So I just had a little bit of this motif done. So I got quite a bit of that motif border completed. This was the next page. So that's why I kind of just stopped, because I didn't want to have to drag out the next page to do that little bit, but I will get that going. But there it is. Super exciting. Let's refold this a different way, because now this one goes away for a while. It may come out in November, since November is still technically fall. But I'm not sure yet except for the new November. And throwing some other projects in, I'm not really sure what all's going to be stitched on. And then I pulled out Just Nan. And this is Spider Moon. And I found that I was stitching this wrong when I picked this back up again. This is on a very tight 32 count. I think it's Round Trip by Fortnite Fabrics. It's not Road Trip, it's Round Trip. Not quite sure. But I started working this 1/2, and then I realized, no, it's actually 2/2. So I finished up the top and started working on the ghosts, and I could barely see the ghosts. And then that's when I discovered, no, it is 2/2. So some of the stars around the pumpkin are incorrect. They were actually supposed to be eyelets, and I decided I didn't want to do eyelets in between. I just did X's. and I didn't put the words in. I may leave the words out, or that might be the last thing I do. So each banner has words, so I'm not sure, but I did get 2.5 ghosts done, so I'm happy with that on this, because for some reason I really want this project, but it's kind of a slog, I guess. I don't know what it is with me. I have some kind of block with this project. I think it's super cute. I'm just not enjoying the process. So the next thing I worked on was a new start. Yay! Yes, I got another new start this week, and it was Witches Are Welcome by the Primitive Hair. I am stitching this on 30 count Old Salem. Is that correct? Where's the words? There it is. 30 count Old Salem by Primitive Hair. So, and I looked up witching hour, and witching hour is supposed to be brown to go with the black. So the two W's are in that witching hour, and the word R. So I went ahead and pulled Garden Gate, since I had lots of Garden Gate, and I just went ahead and started it. So that's how much I got done on the first W. So here we are. Super exciting. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy about that. Then, of course, I was working in the evenings on Trick or Treat by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is the project. And I was just working on the border and the frames of each of the little pictures and trying to get as much of that done by the end of the week. Friday evening I worked on this. I didn't work on anything during the day. And this is being stitched on glasses. This is being stitched on 40 count Oaken Newcastle by Picture This Plus. And I got quite a bit done this last week. I'm very happy. So I think when I left you, I had just this and a little bit of that. So I got almost all of the frames done. So I'm very, very excited. Very excited. I'm almost tempted to continue working on this in the evenings this week until I get all the frames done, and then move something else in for the evening stitches. So I think I probably will do that, because I have this one, and then these two. And then that finishes off, oh, and a little bit of this one, of the middle one, to get all those frames. So that way the next time I pick it up, I can just work on the insides. Sammy Jo, I watched her latest podcast, and she's doing this, and she put the two big animals here, and I really liked how that looked. And I was thinking about just switching around these pumpkins, and I may take the white one out and make him orange, just because that white is so in your face that I think making that an orange one might be fun, but I'm not sure yet how I feel about it. But I'd like to, she moved the ghost down to this, the ghost pumpkin here, and then had the, is that a bat? Yeah, the bat over here. So I really liked how that looked. So I might consider that. I'm not sure yet. I won't know until I do it, right? Right. Okay. And the last pattern that I worked on, of course, is Ghostly Gatherings, and I am on clue 4. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you what clue 4 looks like. Good grief. It is a big old tree. So tree's way over here, and it comes down here. There's a face, and it goes down into the bottom there. So I still have all of that to work on. yeah, it's going to be a long one, especially since I didn't even touch it yesterday. Not a stitch. It was kind of a rough day with the littles. We had some issues and we had some crying and we had some playing outside, which was fun. So it was all in all a pretty good day, but Grandma was hugging lots of bodies yesterday, so there wasn't a lot of stitching done, but there we go. That's where we're at on this. So it'll still be worked on, and I don't want to work on it at night. I think that working it on Saturday and Sunday should be plenty of time to get that finished before the end of the month. I mean, and sitting here, I just remembered I got my order in from Primitive Hair. Would you guys like to see the fabrics I bought? Okay, I bought another big piece of Old Salem. This is not the fabric that I thought I needed for the Woodland Stitchy Friends, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't think I want to order another piece, so I might just go ahead and make this work for the Woodland Stitchy Friend. And if I do continue to work on Trick or Treat, I will move this in after I'm done for the evenings with Trick or Treat. So, but that's still kind of up in the air. I bought a piece of Chalet's Well Garden. I didn't pull this one apart. I will take it out so we can all look at it. It is a beautiful purples and green. So, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The green is, I think the green's a little bit brighter than what it's showing on the screen, but this is it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I got to measure it and see what size, and then see what project I can put on it, but I think it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful piece. And then I got some Irish Bog Sky, also in 30 count. So, take that one apart. And this one is a dark, moody piece, right? It's beautiful. So, here's another piece. I think it is fabulous. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with any of these. Right now, they'll just get refolded and put back in my stash, and when I'm looking to start something new, even if I have fabric, I'll see if these will work instead. Plans. I really don't have any plans for this week except for spinning the wheel. Today is the 13th, so Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow is out by my stitchy spot. So after I talk to you guys and put all this stuff away, I will be doing housework and working on that. I do have Tuesdays spun already because I didn't do Fridays. It is the Great Pumpkin Conspiracy by the Cricket Collection, so I will be working on that. So looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I hope that you enjoyed this short, quick one, because that's exactly, I've been posting long ones and this one's really fast. So I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.